I was fired from my first job after only 2 months. I was working one day. I clocked out. I went back, and before I left, I was like, you know what? There's only one person on shift right now. Let me wash some dishes before I go home, just to help them out, you know. And so I washed some dishes, and then I'm about to leave, and I see now there's a really long line. You know, my coworker hadn't been paying attention. He was busy prepping stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me take some orders before I go home. Mind you, I'm already clocked out, right? I would often work after I would clock out because I don't know. I can't even tell you to this day. You know, I was young, dumb, but at the same time, there's always a part of me that just wants to, help. And my coworkers, became my friends, I thought. So I go to take the orders and I say, what can I get you? Mind you, I'm 16. My communications skills weren't good back then, and they're not good now. So I say, what can I get you? And she gets very upset. She's probably like a 27-year-old, Asian lady. To me, she was a grown adult. You know, I was 16, weighed 130. I was very, very young, very, very tiny guy, growing up. I wasn't big at all. And this comes into play later. So she starts yelling at me and says, "You're not going to say fucking hi to me," and starts going at me, very aggressively. This conversation was not two-way, it was one-way. And so I just walk away because I don't know how to diffuse the situation. And I look at my coworker and was like, "Hey, I need you to handle this." And so he does. And then I go back over to take some orders. And, all the customers like, "Yo, that lady was crazy." And I was like, "I know, right?" And next day I get a call from my manager. She wasn't there that day. And she goes, "Hey, what happened?" And I tell her, and she goes, "Yeah, I get it, but you're fired." And I go, "Okay, well, why am I fired?" She told me that the lady had called corporate. And when she called corporate, she told them that she was scared for her life, which is insane. Mind you, this is a one-way conversation, and she was very much more the aggressor. So I was like, all right, is what it is. Which sucked because I had really long hair, and I had actually, that day I got fired, I had just cut it all off for the job. And so I went back to see a friend that worked there, and there's a lady getting 2 smoothies for her inconveniences that I had caused. But yeah, that's my story of my first job. Leave a comment. Let me know your first job and how it went for you. All right. Bye.